With COVID-19 and my heart disease, I'm not going to wait. If it's COVID, Paxlovid.
Paxlovid is an oral treatment for adults with mild to moderate COVID-19 and a high risk factor for it becoming severe. It does not prevent COVID-19.
My symptoms are mild now. Why risky it?
Paxlovid must be taken within the first 5 days of symptoms and helps stop the virus from multiplying in your body.
For Sandra Sanchez, our South Texas correspondent here in the Rio Grande Valley. My name's Rudy Mideles here in Harlingen, Texas. We appreciate you joining us. We'll see y'all next time.
Wait. Use the shovel and bucket of water, remember? Drown, stir, drown, feel. Then make sure it's cool.
Where'd you learn that?
SmokeyBear.com. Brushed up on some tips before we left. Don't want to start a wildfire, right?
Only you can prevent wildfires.
Trump's order will reclassify the drug to Schedule 3, which would still require...
There are a lot of temptations facing young people today, like electronic cigarettes and skateboarding. Each vape pod can contain the same amount of nicotine as a pack of cigarettes. This can lead today's youth to a lifelong addiction and severe lung damage. Recall and consider the facts before making a poor decision.
The health class film guy isn't the best person to talk to your kid about vaping.
Got a few minutes?
You are. Start the conversation with your child about vaping today.
In the 2026 Winter Olympics.
Hello, and thank you so much for joining us tonight. I'm Carney Porter.
And I'm Aaron Gonders. President Donald Trump signed an executive order this afternoon ordering marijuana restrictions to be lessened under the Controlled Substances Act.
Currently, marijuana is a Schedule 1 drug, outlawing it from being used for any medicinal purposes. Trump's order will reclassify the drug to Schedule 3, which would still require a doctor's permission, but allow some forms of medicinal use. While supporters of this move say this will help move the drug forward as a medicine, skeptics are concerned about the normalization of certain marijuana products, especially those with a high concentration of THC.
Universities can now accept federal funding to do this work, which they could not do before, and we'll start to see actual clinical trials comparing plant-based cannabis and other forms of cannabis to opiates and to other pain medications.
So much confusion, and we just worry that it sends the message to our youth that, hey, all this stuff that's being sold as marijuana, it's safe, you know, it's healthy, it's not really bad for you, when there's a lot of data and evidence showing otherwise, especially for the developing brain.
While the move will have large impacts to federal law, in Texas, marijuana is still considered a Schedule 1 hallucinogenic substance. Some intoxicating compounds found in marijuana can still be accessed in Texas through hemp and with a doctor's permission through the Texas Compassionate Use Program.
And this week, the Texas Attorney General's office created a tip line for the state's new Women's Privacy Act. The law requires government-owned facilities to designate bathrooms for use of individuals of one biological sex.
How to enforce the law has left a lot of people scratching their heads. The tip line allows people to report possible violations and ask for people to provide evidence, including photos. Civil rights attorneys argue it may encourage illegal behavior.
I do not recommend that people start inspecting other people's genitals in a bathroom or locker room. Keep your eyes to yourself and don't take this to mean that this is your job out there. For folks that are planning to do that, there are criminal and civil penalties that they would potentially face.
And it's important to note the tip line does not explicitly ask for photos of individuals as evidence. Under the new law, only state agencies and political subdivisions face a financial penalty for not complying with the law.
All right, now let's check in with Chief Meteorologist Michael Bowling for a look at the weather. And Michael, it's gotten a little chillier out there tonight.
Yeah, we are cooling down here as we go into the overnight hours. Satellite radar across the area is looking pretty clear right now. It's not going to change too much as far as the satellite is concerned as we go throughout the overnight hours. It's going to be a lot of clear sky. Current temperature outside is 41 degrees in Wichita Falls, 36 for Amarillo, 42 in Oklahoma City, 51 for Dallas-Fort Worth and Austin, 62 down towards Houston on the coast. We are 14 degrees colder now than we were 24 hours ago, so we're finally feeling some of the effects of that cold front, because this afternoon behind the front, we were actually warmer than we were yesterday. So we are going to start to notice that more as we go through the overnight hours into tomorrow morning. It is going to still be windy here for tomorrow and likely the next couple of days. We'll talk about that and a potentially record-breaking Christmas coming up here in a few minutes, guys.
All right, we'll see you then, Michael. Thanks so much. The holidays can be especially difficult for families facing loss, but today, music helped bring comfort and connection. Christmas carolers filled the halls of Hospice of Wichita Falls, sharing songs of hope with patients, families, and staff. Ashley Waters sang along with the carolers and joins us now with more. Ashley?
Yeah, Kearney. Instead of silence, the halls of Hospice of Wichita Falls were filled with familiar Christmas tunes. I had the chance to join in on the fun earlier this evening and learn what makes this simple event so important. Volunteers and staff filled the lobby at Hospice of Wichita Falls, offering more than just music, bringing moments of peace, joy, and reflection during a season that can be especially emotional.
This is important because so many of the people who are in hospice care and palliative care as well often feel alone and they feel isolated.
Chaplain of the hospice, Starkvidge Forster, says the event allows patients and their families to enjoy the Christmas songs while offering a brief escape and a reminder of cherished traditions.
We want them to experience the joy of life and the season. And so for us, it's important that those who may not be able to get out and do all the celebratory things, that we bring that to them.
Staff say events like this help create meaningful moments, not just for patients, but for everyone walking through these doors. Each song carried a message of compassion, turning a simple carol for patients into something much more.
When we talk about people being defined by their illness, we want to connect them to their person. They're not their sickness. They're not the thing that is probably leading to the end of their life. But also, I think that it's important that we remind them of the things that is the core of everything, which is love.
At Hospice of Wichita Falls, the gift wasn't wrapped or placed under a tree. It was shared through music and kindness. Hospice staff say that moments like these remind patients and families that during the difficult time, the holiday spirit is still present. So with that being said, do we want to sing a Christmas carol really quickly? Yeah. All righty. Okay. Hit it. Wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. For more on how to get involved with Hospice of Wichita Falls, visit our website at texomashomepage.com.
Well, that just looked like a whole lot of fun. You know, they say the best way to spread Christmas cheer is singing loud
all to hear. Yeah,
That's right, Ashley.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for taking us to the Hospice of Wichita Falls tonight. Christmas is here for students at Booker T. Washington Elementary as well. Earlier today, gifts were handed out to every child on campus. Pre-K through 5th grade students made their way through the school library and cafeteria where tables were set up for gift distribution, allowing each student to receive 2 gifts. Sinquis Lewis, the principal, says the idea grew out of a desire to give students something consistent and positive during a time of change, knowing this would be her final year as principal. She put the word out for donations, and the community stepped up in a big way, with donations coming from all over the city and even out of state. As Lewis prepares to close out her final year at Booker T. Washington, she says moments like this are what she hopes students remember.
And I know a lot of people are so thankful for her initiative to get that going for all those kids. So what a wonderful day for
It was
them.
a lot of hard work.
Absolutely.
All right, well, there is one woman in Wichita Falls who's looking to make every day a little brighter and easier, though she's facing troubling hardships in her own life.
Coming up, we'll share why others think she's so deserving of our Christmas Came Early gift. We'll have that and more after Michael's full forecast.
It's the ultimate hockey experience. The Allen Americans are back. Join us at the Credit Union of Texas Event Center for heart-pounding action, unforgettable moments, and a community that bleeds red, white, and blue. Bring your family and friends and enjoy amazing food, fun activities, and the thrill of live hockey. Feel the rush as the Allen Americans battle it out on the ice. Get tickets today at AllenAmericans.com and join the adventure. Allen Americans Hockey, where every game is a win.
Achieving my goals as an adult was challenging without a high school diploma. With the help of an adult education center, I finished my high school diploma and it changed my life.
This yearbook is a testament to your accomplishments.